Hello, my name is Ahmed Kuitov and I'm the chairman of the youth organization Institute Perspectives. This is the house which is renovated to the hostel. For example, the rooms we put there the beds, and the food is taken, the materials for the food is taken by the local producers, and we serve them to the youngsters. We have, as you can see, now we implement the youth exchange with 20 people from 10 different countries, from Europe, Africa and Asia. And with them we are trying to show to them how to live in the nature and how to survive together, because they are here alone and they organize everything together in order to develop their key competencies for cooperation and for solidarity. When we work with the youngsters, they need always support with the new tools which are related to the nowadays changes, and to be part of the solution. If you want to sell one hotel room, it's expensive. For example, here in Bulgaria, the normal hotel rooms cost 30-40 euros. But here, when we have a hostel part, each youngsters can give 10-15 euros. And when there are more, actually we get more money. For example, with 5 beds in the room, we get like 50-60 euro per day than to sell normal room. Second is ecologically, because inside we don't have any cleaners, because this is the center for sustainable learning, and also the youngsters, they need to understand that we have the problem with the global warming. During the nights, here there is no beton. Actually, in the beginning I want only to have the swimming pool without beton, but after that the people says if you don't have the beton around, we will be always dirty, and we just put this beton here. But now we don't have any hot. For example, after 9, when the sun goes down, here is very cold, not cold but very comfortable, and when you open the doors you can sleep comfortably. Nowadays the youngsters, when they have a problem, for example, they feel cold and they turn off the AC. But here, for some days when they stay, if they are feeling hot, they are understanding that this is the problem. Volunteers from Spain, Italy and Turkey. And actually today here is Enrique. Actually he came yesterday to visit us after 2 years. He was one of the volunteers. And in 2021, all the summer, we organized activities on that village together with one of the all local partners. And one of the participants was Vanessa. And she, last year, we have another youth exchange here in the town with the youngsters. We come here by the boats, from Svistov to Danube by the boats. And after that, we just going to the hill. There is a very nice hill with a fantastic sunset. And the youngsters, which they was from 10 countries, and normally when they was in Svistov, almost they don't took pictures. But when we're going to that view, a very beautiful view, all of them starting to take pictures. And I watched them, and I watched down, and here on that village my father has a house which was abandoned, like 10 years nobody lived here, just was something like a storage. And I watched the people, watched the house, I say, okay, maybe we can organize more activities here on that village. And I started to study finance, and I understand how it works, the inflations, how the loan is good for the for the investments. For example, if you want to take the loan, it's good for the investment, not to buy iPhone or something like that. And for that reason, I decided to do this step. My father gave the house to the donate the house to the organization because Wichthof is very famous with the donations. A lot of people donate the stuff, and I say my father, okay, you're out, please do donate something to the organization, and he donate the house. And we starting with that idea in February to renovate the house and to do the center for sustainable learning for the youngsters to be outdoor. Actually, as you can see, it's still not done because of some challenges which we have. Sustainable will be because we have a very good cooperation with the locals. For example, here is Vanessa, and she's only she's only 10 years old. And one of the ideas why we come here is in 2021 we organized another project, and she see me incidentally few months ago and asked me when the foreigners will come again. And when we work with the youngsters, for them it's normal to see the foreigners. I remember when I started to do the first activities in 2016, almost no one wants to work with the foreigners. But now the kids like Vanessa, which are locals here, maybe in the future she can be employed in that house, and maybe we are trying to extend that business model of renovation the house and employing the locals and looking for the clients from abroad. Thanks to the materials which you provide to us, now the youngsters which have a lot of ideas, they have a structural approach how to use their ideas in profitable way for their career development. Here is the fire.
Yeah, I see there's a fire.
For the night, the people to.
Yeah, you have to come together.
Yeah, because not, for example, I keep my deadline for.